George Washington's election as the first president of the United States in 1789 was a pivotal moment in American history, marking the establishment of the executive branch under our newly ratified Constitution. Washington emerged as a prominent military leader during the American War of Independence, commanding the Continental Army against British forces. His leadership and strategic prowess were instrumental in securing American independence from Great Britain. Following the war, Washington played a crucial role in the Constitutional Convention of 1787, held in Philadelphia. He was unanimously elected as the president of the convention and facilitated the delegates in drafting the United States Constitution to replace the Articles of Confederation. The election of 1789 was the first presidential election held under the newly adopted Constitution, which created a federal system of government with a strong executive branch. Because George Washington was widely revered for his leadership during the Revolutionary War and the Constitutional Convention, he was seen as a unifying figure capable of guiding the new nation. Washington was unanimously elected as the first president of the United States by the Electoral College. He received all 69 electoral votes, with John Adams becoming the vice president under the electoral system at that time. On April 30th, 1789, Washington was inaugurated as president. This occurred in New York City, which at that time was the temporary capital of the United States. His inauguration marked the beginning of his presidency and set many precedents, including the oath of office and the tradition of the inaugural address. During his presidency, Washington focused on establishing the institutions and norms of the federal government as outlined in the Constitution. He appointed the first cabinet members, including Thomas Jefferson as Secretary of State and Alexander Hamilton as Secretary of the Treasury. Washington navigated foreign policy challenges, including our relations with Britain and France, and worked to strengthen our national unity and economic stability as a small nation in a world with large empires. His administration negotiated treaties and managed conflicts with Native American tribes as the nation expanded westward. George Washington was re-nominated for a second term as president by both Federalists and Democratic Republicans, reflecting his widespread popularity and bipartisan support. In the electoral vote held in 1792, George Washington received all 132 electoral votes cast across the states. John Adams was re-elected as vice president, continuing their partnership in office. Washington's second term faced challenges such as political factionalism, the Whiskey Rebellion of 1794, and ongoing foreign policy tensions with Britain and France. His administration navigated issues of neutrality and diplomacy amidst European conflicts at the time. In 1796, George Washington chose not to seek a third term and delivered his farewell address, emphasizing the importance of unity, avoiding political factions, and maintaining neutrality in foreign affairs. This set the precedent of serving only 2 terms, a tradition that would be followed until Franklin D. Roosevelt's presidency in the 20th century. Washington's farewell address remains a seminal document in American political history, offering guidance on civic duty and national identity. George Washington's leadership, integrity, and commitment to Republican principles set the precedents that shaped the office for future presidents. Washington's legacy as the father of our country and as a symbol of American unity and leadership endures strongly to this day in American culture and history.